Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports. This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana. MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports. We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to Fairfield, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in Fairfield for the Loyola Rams to take on the Fairfield Eagles on a Friday night lights. The lights have been on since I got here. It's been a cloudy day on the way over. The beach liner brought over a great group of Ramily and the captains are on the field. We are set to go for high school football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We'll step aside for a few moments, and then we'll get you tucked in and ready to go for tonight's match between the Loyola Rams and the Fairfield Eagles.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lonebro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lonebro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lonebro to create a health and wellness program. Lonebro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to Fairfield, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we're ready for kickoff. The ball is on the tee. Loyola Rams will be receiving. Fairfield is lined up. There's the whistle for the start of play. The kickoff will come off the foot of Gavin Mills as they are lined up. The field running north to south, south to north. The Rams will be receiving on the north end of the field. Here's the approach. The butt foot is under the ball. It's on its way, and it'll hop right in front of Mitzel. Mitzel will have a blocker in front of him, goes to the far side of the field, up across the 30-yard line, and the Loyola Rams will start out at the 30-yard line. They'll officially mark him at the 31.
31-yard line.
So your starting lineups for the Loyola Rams on the offensive side, Nick Mitzel is your quarterback. The running back, Nolan Iverson. You've got Basil Cantino back out in the lineup as the Rams will have the ball on the far hash mark, moving left to right on your dial. Mitzel will call for it, steps back, looks to the near side. He's got a receiver streaking down the far side. It's Ben, and it's caught by Ben at the 44-yard line of Fairfield. He'll fight his way down to the 28-yard line. And Cormac Ben hauls one in for 40 yards, 38. Rams run down to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the far hash mark at the 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Mitzel hands off. Ball is on the ground, and Fairfield will jump on it. Nolan Iverson coughing up the ball for the second week in a row, and Fairfield will hop on it. Turnover on downs. So Fairfield will bring their offense out with a quick change of field. And for the Eagles, it's Kelly Bake back there at the quarterback position. He'll have one receiver on either side. In his right hip pocket is Blackwell. Here's a long pass down the near sideline to Murray, and we'll have pass interference. Incomplete pass, but it will bring up pass interference, and the chains will move.
Pass interference on the defense, number 22. 15-yard penalty, results, first down.
So the Rams pick up the first penalty of the game. And Fairfield will come back out. Bake comes to the line of scrimmage to adjust the coverage. He'll hand it off, and it's going to be Blackwell on the run to the near side. He breaks free across the 50 and is brought down at the 46-yard line. 9-yard gain. Brings up first down. Ball in the middle of the field at the 44-yard line, 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff to Blackwell. He'll run off guard, not far side. Gets upfield across the 45. He's still running and is taken down for the first down at the 35. So 37-yard line, it's officially marked. Ball on the far hash mark. Right hip pocket is Gase Blackwell. Motion coming to the near side, one receiver to either side. Here's the snap. Bake stands back. He's got pressure. Screen pass dropped in nicely. Good blocking in front of him, and Blackwell will pick up 14 yards on the catch and run. And another first down for Fairfield. Ball in the middle of the field. Here's the snap. Bake will fake the handoff. Bake's going to take it up the gut. He's got blockers. Gets out of a tackle, crawls forward, and picks up 12 yards on the run. First and 10 from the 12. Here's the handoff to Blackwell. He'll run off tackle. This time he runs in to the defensive line and only picks up 1 yard on the rush.
It's a very slight gain, about a yard, and that play brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. Ball in the middle of the field. Split receivers to either side. Fake handoff. Bake's going to get a scramble out to the outside. He'll get forward and maybe pick up a yard. Gets to the 10, just over. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to say a gain of 1 yard for Bake. So Bake is the quarterback. Keely Bake, Gavin Mills, and Connor Murray, wide receivers. We called out Gase Blackwell already from the running back position. Ball in the middle of the field as Bake looks to the sideline. 3rd down and long. Ball at the 10-yard line of the Rams. Bend but don't break defense. Here's Bake, stands back. Screen pass once again to Blackwell. He's chased down, he gets a block at the line. Goal line, reaches across. Touchdown, Eagles! And Fairfield gets on the board first. And they'll line up for extra points. They look to go for 2. Here's a snap to Bake. He'll fake the handoff, runs up the gut, and it's 8-0 Eagles on the scoreboard. We'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as the Fairfield Eagles get on the 5 Valley Auto scoreboard first, 8-0. 8:59 left in the first quarter, and let's go ahead and update that scoreboard, folks. Sorry about that. So Fairfield will line up, ball on the 40-yard line. Fairfield going right to left on your dial. Here's the breakup of the kick team. Fairfield wearing their royal blues with white numbers, royal blue pants and a royal blue helmet. The Rams with their white jerseys. They've got the blue stripe. Foot is under ball. It is on its way. Kicked right up into the hands of Clay Paddock. And Paddock's going to get some blocks. Gets free at the 30 and gets out to the 34-yard line. They're going to mark it officially at the 35. 8:52 left in the first quarter. First possession was 2 plays. One, a 38-yard pass to Ben. And the second play, a fumble by Iverson. Rams will have the ball on the near hash mark at the 36. Trips to the near side. Single receiver to the top. Iverson in the right hip pocket of Mitzel. Mitzel gets a block, and he'll get upfield, but is hit right away. The ball comes loose before the whistle, and they're going to call him down. And Mitzel is going to lose 3. On the play, 2nd down and long for the Rams. So Fairfield, 6 plays, 72 yards, as this is going to be Mitzel on the outside. We get a flag as Mitzel is drilled into the ground. 2 sets of laundry on the field, and it's in the backfield. I'm going to say this is going to be a hold, and Loyola will back up further. So the officials talking about it, the Rams backing up, and this looks like it is going to be a hold.
Holding on the offense, number 50. That penalty is declined, 3rd down.
And it's a declined penalty by Fairfield, bringing up 3rd down and 13. 8:11 left in the first quarter. Cantino and Paddock split out right. Mitzel gets the snap, looks to the far side. He's got a man, Ben, and it's thrown over the hands of Ben. Brings up 4th down. So the punt team will come on for the Rams. Here's the snap. It's down off the foot, high spy roller. It's going to come down at the 40 and get a Rams bounce and roll all the way inside the 30 to the 21-yard line. First and 10 at the 21 for Fairfield. 7:49 left in the first quarter. Fairfield in charge on the 5 Valley scoreboard, 8-0. Ball set up in the middle of the field at the 21. Right hip pocket is Gase Blackwell, and I had it backwards on my sheet. And Blackwell is going to have the run. He'll pick up 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 5. So it was actually Alex Sturgis for the Rams, number 9, that was out there with pursuit. Ball on the near hash mark at the 25. 7:23 left in the first quarter. Here's a low snap. Bake's going to hold on to it. He comes to the near side. He's got 3, and there's a flag thrown as he's driven into the ground by 3 Rams.
Penalty will be against the Eagles.
So the flag coming out, and it will be a hold against Fairfield.
Penalty, replay, 2nd down.
And it will keep us at 2nd down. So the Eagles will back up now. They are at the 15. 2nd and East Missoula for Fairfield at their own 15. Bake back with Blackwell in the left hip pocket. Bake's going to hold on to it, up the gut. He'll be off one tackle and is taken down. He'll get all of the penalty yardage back. He'll be 1 yard short of the original line of scrimmage. Third and 10. Ball on the near hash mark at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the top, 1 receiver to the near side. Bake steps back, looks to the right side. He's got 1 receiver deep. He's going to get beat, and it's thrown, and that's right where you want your quarterback to throw. It is out of reach of the defenders. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down, and it will be a punt for Fairfield. They lead the Rams 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard.
Mills back to punt for the Eagles.
This will be Gavin Mills to punt. To receive is Nick Mitzel. He's got his heels at the 40 of the Rams. Here's the snap, good snap. Mills gets a foot underneath it, close to a block. It's a short wobbler. It's going to come down at the 45 and bounce in favor of the Rams. at the 45. It'll be picked up, and that's where Loyola will start out their third possession of the game. The 45 is where they officially mark it of Fairfield. .6:18 left in the first quarter. Fairfield leads 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Mitzel now gets a snap. He'll turn, hands it off to Iverson. Iverson, both arms on the ball, runs into his own lineman, and it's a 1-yard loss. For Nolan Iverson. They're going to mark it about a yard and a half, so we'll mark it at 2. Second and 12, 2 receivers to either side, pistol formation, and Fairfield will jump. Were they provoked? No.
Tip ball. Encroachment on the defense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
So after a great play in the backfield, they give away yards. Do the Eagles. Here's the snap. Iverson will get it. Both arms on the ball. He'll chug forward and picks up a yard. Third and 5 for the Rams. 5:16 left first quarter. 3 receivers to the top. Feely to the bottom. Mitzel calls for it. He'll roll out to the far side, the big side of the field. Mitzel's got one down. He'll drop the ball under his arm. Runs forward. Gets across the first down marker. He's down at the 34-yard line. Nick Mitzel will run for the first down for the Rams. And that's the edge that Nick Mitzel gives you at the quarterback position, is the legs. Now they do have one of the Danielson boys at the quarterback position, and we'll get to the triplets in a little bit. Mitzel in, ball on the far hash mark right at the 35. He'll come to the near side. He's got Iverson, and Iverson will not be able to hold on to it. Incomplete pass. Brings up second and down. 4:29 first quarter. 8-0 Fairfield on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams moving left to right on your dial. Trips receivers to the right. Ball on the far hash mark at the 35. Iverson in the left hip pocket. Mitzel calls for it. Looks to the right. Goes to the left. He's got Cantino. Cantino with a step, and he overthrows him. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Rams at the 35. Cantino with a good throw from the end zone back to the official. He's a utility player, folks. He is registered as a tight end, but he'll run in the backfield. He'll split out as a wide receiver, and yes, folks, he can toss the rock. 2 receivers to either side. Iverson in the left hip pocket. Mitzel looking at a 3-man front. Here's the rush. They'll bring it from both sides. Mitzel steps up. He's got room to run. Closed on by 3 Eagles, but he'll pick up 11 yards and the first down for the Rams. So 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 25. Ball on the far hash mark, 4:05 first quarter. Eagles lead Rams 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Trips receivers to the near side, ball on the far hash mark. Mitzel calls for it. He turns, hands it off to Iverson. Iverson with a blocker, but cut down quickly. Great job by the linebacker. Number 32, Miguel Perez, to sniff that one out. And it's a 1-yard gain for Iverson. Almost like a delayed blitz where Perez came in. Trips receivers to the near side. Cantino at the top by himself. Ball on the far hash mark. Low snap. Gets it out to Ben. Ben's got a block. He'll get around, runs into his own man, up to the 20, and he's taken down at the 17-yard line, close to first down territory. It'll be a 6-yard gain for the standout wide receiver for the Rams. 3 minutes left on the clock. Ball on the near hash mark at the 17. Trips to the far side. Feely, the lone receiver to the near side. Iverson in the left hip pocket of the pistol. Mitzel now barks for the ball. He'll look to the right-hand side, and we're going to get a whistle before the play, and this is going to be a dead ball foul. False start on the Rams. And Iverson will be dinged for the false start. Backs the Rams up 5 yards. Ball at the 17. Trips receivers to the left. Feely, the lone receiver, to the right. Iverson in the left hip pocket. Mitchell's going to roll out to the far side of the field. He's got one man in front of him. He'll duck out of it. He'll be tackled from behind, and it's going to be a 3-yard loss on third down. Fairfield sniffing out the quarterback run, and they saw that plenty last year against the Rams, and a timeout is called on 4th and 9. We'll step aside. You're listening to Rams football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses, don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Fairfield, Montana. Loyola Rams, Fairfield Eagles on the gridiron. 2:15 left in the first quarter. We're in the timeout. The Eagles lead the Rams on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard 8-0. Rams facing 4th and 9.5. And they're going to go for it. Trips receivers, ball in the middle of the field, trips to the left, Feely to himself on the right. Iverson in the right hip pocket. Mitzel is the quarterback. Low snap. Mitzel looks to the left. He's got a receiver. Cantino's over the top, and Cantino out and in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. And the Eagles will take over. 2:09. Eagles will have the ball at their own 25. Ball on the near hash mark. Fairfield scoring on their opening drive and a 3-and-out in their last drive. Bake in the backfield in the shotgun. One receiver to either side, tight end set up on the left side. They'll hand off to Blackwell and run to that side. Blackwell taken down after a 2-yard run. Second and down and 8. 1:55 left in the first quarter. Eagles 8, Rams 0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the near hash mark. Two receivers to the far side. Blackwell to the left in the pocket of Bake, and it's a Bake run. He's going to get a field up to the 40, and he'll truck over the top of the safety gets out to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 20-yard run by the quarterback. First and 10 from the 44. Ball on the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the far side. Bake with a low snap. Fakes the handoff, and he's caught in the backfield. It's going to be a 1-yard loss for Bake to bring up 2nd down and 11. Gabe Roberts, the tight end, he's lined up on the right side. They've also got Daniel Faith lined up on the left side of the line. 1 receiver either side. Bake fakes a handoff, gets the rush, ball is off. Mitchell is there. Mitchell gets a hand on it, but there's a flag. There was some pushing back and forth. This might be another pass interference against the Rams.
Pass interference on the defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty results. First down.
Automatic first down, 15-yard penalty. One of the aspects that I love about high school and college football is the 15-yard penalty on the PI rather than the spot foul. So it brings it up to the 41-yard line of the Rams. Ball on the near hash mark. 46 seconds left on the 5 Valley Auto Sales clock. Split backs, Montana I, handoff, up the gut, and off tackle, and he's slammed to the ground. 1-yard run, that's Miguel Perez. He's going to pick up 1. 2nd down and 9. Ball placed in the middle of the field, just outside the 40. Receiver to either side. Double tight end. And Bake's going to hold on to it. He'll get upfield. He's got lots of room to run. Nothing but green for Bake. 5. Touchdown, Fairfield. Keely Bake, 41 yards, and the touchdown. He's got both of them. Scratch that. Blackwell has 1. It was the extra point that Bake ran in the last time around. They'll set up for 2 again on the northern end zone. And it's Bake to run it. He'll be strung out to the near side, hesitates, and is forced out of bounds. 2-point is no good. That takes us down to 9 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry. Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fairfield with a 75-yard drive, 5 plays, 2 minutes taken off the clock. And Fairfield leads 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Fairfield set up with the kick. Now they take their 5 guys, they line them up in a row right at the 40. And then they break apart into the line for the kickoff. And they'll kick right to left. 9.5 seconds left. Here's the ball underfoot. It's a low kick. It'll come down in the hands of Roger Palma, and he'll get out to the 43-yard line. So first and 10 for the Rams. Down 14-0, 4.5 or 5.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Two receivers to either side. Iverson in the backfield in the left hip pocket. Here's the turn, fake handoff, and it's Blake Danielson. And Blake Danielson will be taken down to end the first quarter. A 4-yard loss. 14-0, end of first. Fairfield in charge. We'll be back right after this with a second quarter on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch. Your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we come to the beginning of the second quarter. Rams have the ball at their own 40-yard line. It's second down and 13. Blake Danielson is your quarterback in for the Rams. And the Rams are going to take a timeout to start the second quarter. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Now we have the start of the second quarter. We did have a timeout as the Rams had a little confusion. Blake Danielson is in at quarterback. Nick Mitzel is spread out as a wide receiver, trips to the near side. Actually, they're going to go double tight with Mitzel and Ben. Here's the fake handoff. Danielson will hold on to it, and Danielson taken down again. They're going to say a 2-yard loss for Blake Danielson. And the Rams are backed up again for third down. Third down and 15. And Blake isn't normally known for his running. He's got a pretty hefty arm. They did have Tommy Leonard out on that play, and that's a big difference on that offensive line. Mitzel will go in motion. Danielson comes to the near side. Looks like he's going to throw. Drops his shoulder, runs, and he'll pick up the yards he lost. It'll be 5 yards on the gain for Blake Danielson, and we'll have 4th and 10. And one of the Eagles is down on the field after the play. Everybody on their knee will hold here for a moment just to see. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We do have some cloudy skies coming in from the south. And they're going to take a moment on this young man. So we'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Rams football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Welcome back to MPSN as the young man that went down is number 72, Michael Wambach, and he's dragging the right leg as the coaches are bringing him off, and that's a bummer, folks. No matter what, these boys battling on the field, we always want them to be healthy at the end of the night, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Couldn't tell if they were working on the knee area or not. So we come to the down, 4th and 10 for the Rams. Ball at their own 43-yard line. And Feely is back for the punt. It's Kaysen Brown and Keely Bake to receive. High snap, off the foot, good end over punt. It'll come down at the 31 and gets a Rams bounce and is down at the 26-yard line, and that is where Fairfield will begin, their own 25-yard line. 10:56 left in the first half. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. So Bake will lead his offense back out. Ball on the near hash mark at the 26. Adjustments made at the line for Fairfield, and now they'll run and switch. Ball, there is not a receiver to the open side of the field. Ball on the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the near side. Blackwell in the backfield. Bake will hand off. Blackwell gets out of one tackle, has a line to block, and gets out to about the 31-yard line. And that'll be a 5-yard gain. For the Eagles. Clock ticks away, or he ran out of bounds, so it's at 10:51. Second quarter. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the near side. Blackwell in the right hip pocket. Bake steps up, calls for the ball. He's going to run it to the near side. He's got some room, and Iverson steps up, and he gets out of the Iverson tackle and then is pushed back. It is a 3-yard gain for the quarterback. And Bake has burned these Rams. And there's a little bit of moisture coming down right now on the field. It's one of those little misty downfalls. So I'm sure the boys are liking this. 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 34-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side. Bake fakes the handoff. He's got men in his face, and Blackwell can't bring in the screenplay, the pass on the screen, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Rams did stymie this Fairfield offense on the second possession, 4 plays and then a punt. And they're looking to punt now as Miles goes back for the punt and Mitzel, so it's number 3 to number 3 on the punt. Nick Mitzel, number 3. Mills, number 3 for Fairfield. Here's the snap, good snap, off the ground. Punt, end over end, good spiral. Bounces at the 35 and comes back to the 36-yard line, and that's where it'll officially be down for the Rams. So with 10:33 left, the Rams will have the ball at their own 37-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. Danielson, Blake is in as the quarterback. 2 receivers to the far side. Offset tight ends. Mitchell goes in motion. Low snap. Mitchell gets the snap. He's going to run to the far side. Runs into a wall of Eagles. And this Danielson package is not fooling Fairfield, as it's going to be a 4-yard loss. They officially mark it as a 3-yard loss. So 2nd down and 13. 10 minutes left in the half. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the far hash mark. Danielson gets the snap. Pulls back. Feely is there, and it's in and out of the hands of Feely. Great coverage by Bake. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 13. $9:52 left in the first half. 14-0 Fairfield on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And Fairfield will run one off. Danielson won't get the snap. And now we do get the snap. Danielson looks to the left, goes to the right. He's got Cantino. Cantino's up, and he's got the grab at the 37-yard line, and they're going to say he's out of bounds. Oh. That was a great play, but Danielson landing just out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. Cantino landing just out of bounds. So Feely will go back for the punt, as the Rams will punt from their own 35-yard line. 9:46 left in the second quarter. Fairfield will shuffle players. Everybody's set now. Feely back for the punt. Here's the snap. It's high. Feely gets it down. Shallow punt, as this one's going to come down at the, they're going to say the 50-yard line. And now they walk it back to the 45 officially. So about a 15-yard punt for Feely. About a 10-yard punt. $9:37, second quarter. Ball placed on the far hash mark as Fairfield is now working left to right on your dial. Fairfield wearing their royal blue jerseys with the white name and number. Rams in their white jerseys with the blue shoulders and the cross. Navy blue number, and now we get a whistle. This is going to be twice they brought players off. Once before they broke the huddle, and second. So 1st and 15 after the penalty. Ball now at the 50. Far hash mark still. They'll go 2 receivers to the far side. Open field to the big side of the field. Now trips receivers. Nobody in the backfield. Bake will get the snap. He's going to roll it, run it to the near side. Goes up the gut, and he's going to get back. He's going to be 1 yard short of the penalty yards. 2nd down, Eagles. 9:22, second quarter. 14-0. Fairfield on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. 2nd and 11 is what they call it. Ball in the middle of the field at the 46-yard line of the Rams. Bake alone in the backfield. He'll get the snap, runs to the near side. They got to put 2 bodies on Haffey. Bake's going to run back to the inside, and Bake will pick up 6 yards to bring up 3rd down. Liam Haffey out there for the Rams. 6'4", 270. They're putting 2 bodies on him to block. and it's a lot of work. Caleb Flores and Daniel Faith responsible for blocking Hathey, and they are getting all of their money's worth. Here is a man in motion in Mills. Ball is snapped. Blackwell in the left hip pocket. Roll out by Bake. He's got a receiver downfield and overthrows him. Incomplete pass, 4th down. And this is no man's land, as I call it here. Inside enemy territory. This is a do you punt it and back them up? And it looks like they're going to back Mills up. And Mills is going to punt. But it's in that no man's land, and I call that no man's land between the 45 and the 30. It's too far to field goal. It's too close to punt, and they'll go ahead and punt it anyways. So at the 47-yard line is Mills. He's got the punt in the air, and it's a line drive. Nick Mitzel will have it at the 5. He'll run it to the near side, now back to the far side. He's got blockers in front of him at the 15, and he's taken down at the 15-yard line. And they'll officially mark it at the 14. 8:01 left in the half. It's been all Fairfield so far. A big first quarter as Fairfield put up 2 touchdowns, an extra point to get to 14-0. The Eagles have been stymied. So now the Rams backed up. Nick Mitzel back in at the quarterback position. The hot rod package has been put away. Nope, it is Blake Danielson. Here's the snap. Danielson hands it off to Iverson. Iverson up the gut, and he'll pick up 2. Second down and 8 for the Rams. 7:40 left. Second quarter. Blake with the snap. Quick handoff this time to Mitzel. Mitzel gets upfield. He'll dive forward, and Mitzel will pick up 4 yards. The Rams getting some traction now. 2 receivers to either side. Danielson gets the snap. Mitzel is the back. Throwing out to the outside. And it's Cantino. He'll break some tackles, gets upfield, and Cantino is down at the 44. That's a 24. No, the 34. I apologize. A 14-yard gain. Throwing out numbers there that are not correct. Rams have their first down in 3 series. And it's a dive forward of 5 yards by Mitzel. Second down and 5. Clock runs at 6:38, second quarter. Eagles lead 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Blake Danielson in at the quarterback position. Mitzel is the back. Pistol formation. 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the far hash mark at the 37-yard line. Here's the snap. Danielson steps back, looks to the near side. He's got Ben. Ben downfield, and he'll overthrow Ben. Ben hesitated on his route a little bit, and it came up short. 3rd down and 4. Rams have been 3 and out. Their first possession was 1 play and a fumble by Iverson. Their 3rd drive was 10 plays, but it was a turnover on downs as they were in that no man's land. Here's the snap. Danielson hands it off to Mitzel. Mitzel will shake and bake, puts his head down, turns his legs, and he's going to be about a football length short of the first down. Ball at they call it 4th and 1. It's about, they're calling for a measurement, I think, on this one. Thought I saw the official, and they are grabbing the chain off the ground, so they're going to come out and measure this one. It's going to be a football length short. So it's at the 42-yard line of the Rams with 6:01 left in the half. Rams down 14-0. I would expect Coach is going to go for it. And the offensive package is in. Parker Pratt in as a wide receiver to the near side. 2 receivers to either side, and a whistle. Timeout called by Fairfield. So Fairfield calls the timeout with 5:59 left in the half. We'll step aside. You're listening to Rams football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lombro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lombro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lombro to create a health and wellness program. Lombro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Fairfield, Montana. Loyola Rams, Fairfield Eagles. 5:59 left in the second quarter. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It's 4th and a football for the Rams at their own 42-yard line. They're going to go for it, and I think it's Nick Mitzel in at quarterback, and that's exactly who it is. Mitzel's going to go under center. Here's the snap, and Mitzel dives forward, spins, and Nick Mitzel will pick up 3 yards on the quarterback keeper. So Nick Mitzel goes up under center, and now they'll bring Danielson back out at the quarterback position. Mitzel is the running back. Ball on the far hash mark, 2 receivers to either side. Screen pass out to Cantino, and Cantino's going to lose yardage on the screen as the Eagles sniff it out. 1 yard loss. 5:21, second quarter. Ball on the far hash mark. 44-yard line of the Rams. Handoff to Mitzel. He'll break a tackle, gets across the line of scrimmage, and he's scraped down after a 2-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Rams. 4:53. Second quarter. And the Eagles will rotate defensive linemen. Too many men on the field, and they'll rush to get them off. Danielson doesn't notice. Pratt and Sturgis to the near side, 2 receivers to either side. Here's the handoff to Mitzel. He'll have a blocker, goes outside, spins out of a tackle, and then is taken down. Picks up 3 yards. Gets it about to the 48-yard line. 4th down and 6 for the Rams. Ball in the middle of the field, and they'll bring out Feely for the punt. So this would be the second 10-play drive for the Rams. 3:55 left in the half. Here's the snap. High punt. It's going to come down at the 30-yard line and runs into a Eagle, and they've got to dive on it at the 25. So 3:43 left in the first half. Fairfield taking over for their 6th possession. of the half. And they officially mark it up at the 28-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. Bake in the backfield with Blackwell in the right pocket. And they're going to do the end around. Good handoff. And it's going to be a good gain as they give it off to Faith.
Good yardage. 2nd and about 4.
6-yard run. Ball on the near hash mark. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. And Bake's going to run into trouble. He'll get out of it as he gets around Bridger Danielson. Throws it downfield, and it's caught at the Ram 35-yard line. .30-yard gain. Catch brought in by Faith. Ball on the far hash mark. They mark it at the 34 of the Rams. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Bake will hand off to Blackwell. Blackwell runs to the near side, cuts over the tackle, and he's taken down after a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. 2:22 left in the half. Clock continues to tick away. Ball in the middle of the field. Second down and 8. 2 receivers to the near side. Open field to the top. Fakes the handoff. Does Bake. He's got room to run. 1 person to beat. And he's going to get by him. Stopped and brought down, but not before he's taken down inside the 15. And Bake with another massive chunk for a first down for the Eagles. They mark it at the 14. One receiver to either side. Heavy package with double tight ends. Bake's going to take the handoff. Throws it in the end zone. Mills is there, and Mills will bring it in as he taps it to himself. They say incomplete. It touched the ground. Second down. Mills bobbled it in the air. It looked like going to the ground. He had his mitts on it, but the official on the side said he caught it off the ground. Second down and 10. Ball at the 14, 1:32 left in the half. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Bake gets the snap. It's low. He's going to run it to the near side, and they'll run him right into Haffey, and he's taken down. It's going to be a 5-yard loss, 6-yard loss for Bake, and the Rams finally get Bake to go backwards.
Timeout, Fairfield.
And Fairfield will stop the clock with a timeout at 1:23. We'll step aside. You're watching high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We come out of the timeout. 1:23 left in the half. Fairfield leading 14-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. They've got 3rd down and 17 at their own 20-yard line. Bake is in the backfield. He'll call for it. Fakes the handoff to Blackwell. He's got a man in his face. Now the throw in the end zone. Iverson is there, and they're going to say touchdown, flags on the ground. This is going to stand. I believe this is going to be the 3rd pass interference call against the Rams tonight. Let's see what they do here. Fairfield has come all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
Play against the defense. Pass interference, that penalty is declined. Roughing pass on the defense, that penalty is accepted. To be administered on the kickoff.
So the touchdown stands. So the play results in a touchdown, 2 penalties, a pass interference, and a roughing the passer. The roughing of the passer is accepted and will be assessed on the kickoff as Fairfield lines up for 2. Here's the snap. Bake's going to step back. He's got a receiver in the end zone, and Bake will roll to the near side. Flandry on the field. Incomplete pass. They are going to say 2-point conversion after the official on the near sideline waves it as incomplete. He comes back and says touchdown. Here's the white hat.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 12, 5-yard penalty, redraw.
So they're going to say ineligible receiver downfield. They're going to redo it. So they'll back him up 5 yards and redo the extra point attempt. And I didn't see who the receiver was that caught that one. A little confusion at the line of scrimmage as Bake has to trying to get Mills into motion. Now he gets his attention, and Mills jumps off sides and back on. They throw to Mills, and the flag is on the ground. Great coverage by Mitzel. Incomplete, but Laundry on the field, and that might be a false start by Mills as he stepped across the line of scrimmage on his trot in motion. Will hold. They're going to decline the penalty and call it good with the points. Fairfield leads 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. It was Connor Murray who pulled in that touchdown for Fairfield, and now they are set to kick left to right from the Rams 45 after the 15-yard penalty on the roughing the passer. 1:15 left. In the first half. Fairfield leads 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Kick is short at the 7, picked up by Cantino. Cantino with a run. He'll break a tackle and is out to the 30-yard line. And that's a big body to try to take down, folks. Cantino, 6 foot, 195. I think that's generous at the 6 foot. 110. Ball at the 29-yard line. 110 left in the half. Let's see if the Rams can do something. Danielson back in at quarterback. And Danielson's pass is out to Feely on the near side. Feely's got a bunch of blue jerseys, and he is taken down, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Clock ticks away with 49 seconds. Ball on the near hash mark at the 36. Danielson with Mitchell in the left hip pocket. Here's the snap. Danielson, quick pass out, picked up by Sturgis. He is down. It is going to be a 5-yard gain for Sturgis and a first down. Clock stops at 38 seconds. Rams quickly to the line of scrimmage. 33 seconds now as the clock goes in motion. Trips to the near side. Cantino by himself at the top. Mitchell in the right hip pocket. Danielson gets a snap. He's going to look to the near side. Pump fakes. Now breaks it down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And with 17 seconds, the Rams will call the timeout. We'll step aside. Fairfield leading 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 17.6 seconds left on the 5 Valley Auto Sales clock. Rams have the ball at their own 43-yard line. Trips receivers to the far side, ball in the middle of the field. It's Feely by himself to the bottom. Danielson steps back. He's got a receiver over the middle. It's picked off in the middle of the field at the 30. Coming up from the near side, and Bridger Danielson will lay the wood to take down Cole Neal on the interception. Bridger Danielson sticking up for his brother, triplet, Blake, after the interception. So with 9.5 left on the clock, it'll be Fairfield ball at their own 42. Near hash mark. 2 receivers to the top, nobody to the bottom. Bake stands back, looks to that side. He gets the rush. Forced out to the outside of the pocket, and he'll throw to the middle of the field. Mills will pull it down at the Ram 35. He's got blockers in front of him. Cuts back at the 17, taken down at the 15-yard line. And that is how the first half will come to an end, as Haffey is slow to get up off of the field. The Rams will head, and Haffey still at the 50-yard line on his knees. And they're going to call for a coach to come over and help Haffey out He's limping on that left leg. He says ankle. And coaches will come out to Haffey now as he's made it to the 40. We hope Haffey is okay as he's going to get help from Coach Anderson back to the locker room. We'll be back with halftime right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries. And I think we're just better.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Did your computer go down? Don't worry, Mike's Print and Copy has computer rentals available until you can get your computer replaced. In addition to computer rentals, Mike's has self-serve copiers so you can take care of your printing needs at your time. Do you have large-scale printing that needs to be done? From high-tech blueprints to large quantities, Mike's Print and Copy is your print store. Stop in and say hi to Mike at their new location at 1605 South Avenue West in Missoula. Mike's Print and Copy, proud sponsors of the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are at halftime between the Fairfield Eagles and the Loyola Rams. Eagles owning the scoreboard 20-0 at the half, and it has been an all-Eagle first half. The Rams have worked their way up through the plays, but it has been stymied. And the Eagles are on top. (20-0). We'll be back right after this with your halftime stats on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates, We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Construction is tough work. Lombro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lombro's third largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lombro to create a health and wellness program. Lombro built an in-house gym, and together we developed the biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as we are at halftime between the Loyola Rams and the Fairfield Eagles in Fairfield, Montana. It's a beautiful night. We do have cloud cover. We had a little bit of a drizzle earlier, but it is a beautiful night here in Fairfield. Over on our second stream, we've got the Sentinel Spartans hosting Billings Senior. Coleman Caton at Missoula County Public Stadium on the call for that one. We are at halftime. Here's your halftime stats. Looking at the Loyola Rams first, the visiting team, well, it's been a Blake Danielson, Nick Mitzel combination. For Nick Mitzel, 2 for 6 for 44 yards through the air, 11 carries for 36 yards for a total of 80 yards for Nick Mitzel. For Blake Danielson, 4 for 7, 25 yards to the air, 4 runs, a -1 yard, and he's got a total of 24 yards on the game and an interception. Nolan Iverson with a fumble. He's got 4 carries for 22 yards. Receiving-wise, it is Ben, as Cormac Ben, 2 catches for 44 yards. Feely 1 for 7. For the Rams, 69 rushing yards, 57 yards through the air for a total of 126, 5 penalties for 55 yards. The Rams with 7 series on the first half. For the Eagles, Bake 3 for 7, 78 yards through the air, 12 carries for 107 yards for a total of 185 yards, 1 sack and a rushing touchdown. He also has an extra or 2-point conversion rushing touchdown. On the ground, it would be young Mr. Oh, looking at the wrong sheet. Gase Blackwell running for the Eagles. Blackwell 8 carries for 46 yards. Does have 1 reception for 13 yards, a rushing touchdown, total of 59 yards. Through the air, it's led by Mills, 1 catch. Or actually, no, it's not led by Mills on. Yes, it is. I apologize. 1 catch for 35 yards, 1 run for 20 yards for a total of 55 yards, and he has a rushing or receiving, or no, it is Murray who has the receiving yard touchdown with the 20 on his catches. For the Eagles, 78 rushing yards, 180 receiving yards for 258 total yardage, 4 penalties for 25 plays, and they ran, or 4 penalties for 25 yards, and they ran a total of 8 plays. Time of possession in favor, I don't have the exact time, but time of possession in favor of the Eagles as they've been grinding on the ground. 1:40 left in the half. Eagles lead the Rams 20-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Coming up for our schedule, on the 10th, we will have Loyola Soccer Stream. That's right, the Loyola Rams and Breakers taking on Corvallis on Tuesday night at the Ram Athletic, or at the Rollin Field. Thursday night will be Sentinel, or Big Sky and Sentinel crosstown matchup. Those games are at 3:30 and 5. It's 5 and 7 for Loyola on Tuesday. Next Friday, the Rams come home, their first home game of the season, and they will host Whitehall. So that's what your schedule looks like coming up for the Rams and Breakers. The teams are on their way out. We're going to step aside. You're listening to Loyola Football on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
When your workout window is small, you don't want to travel far, wait for parking, and hope for an open machine. Let Fuel Fitness and Nutrition ignite your life with no waiting. Fuel has plentiful parking and 30,000 square feet of weight and cardio training equipment. When you want it, you'll get it at Fuel. Businesses don't hesitate to sign up with Fuel. We have enough parking and equipment to handle your entire staff and 24/7 access so they can get in shape around work schedules. Ignite your life with no waiting at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition in the Holiday Village Shopping Center.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Large Pond.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Fairfield, Montana, for the Fairfield Eagles hosting the Loyola Rams. Fairfield owning the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard 20-0. Teams are both back out on the field. They are warming up. Liam Haffey, a little gimpy at the end of the first half, and he is by himself walking it off. He came out of the locker room a little bit slower and behind the rest of the team, and that is a big divot for the Rams. Liam Haffey, an animal out there on the football field, an important part of both that offensive and defensive line, an anchor, a senior, a captain, We hope that he's all right out there as well. Mitchell and Blake Danielson warming up on the sideline with the arm. It will be Fairfield to have the ball to start the third quarter. Check out the Chris Stratton Show podcast this week. We will have it up at 5 o'clock on Monday. I speak with Florence standout rock star athlete Kyler Alm and talk about his recovery from a concussion to end the football year last year, battling back and getting back on the field this year and working through the adversity of that. And we also speak to Jay Anderson, head boys soccer coach at Hellgate High School. That's on the Chris Stratton Show podcast Monday at 5 o'clock. You can get that on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. The buzzer has sounded and the teams lining up for their kickoff here in the second half. And it has chilled right down on the plains in central Montana. And small town football, we are spoiled in Missoula with having 5 football teams to go out and support. But here in Fairfield, it's what you call small town sports. This facility is packed full of people. I doubt it if there's hardly more than one person at the gas station and anybody at any of the restaurants or the grocery store. Everybody is here to support these Eagles. Ogilvie with the ball on the tee for the first time tonight. Rams lined up for the kickoff. Here's the approach, the ball underfoot, and it's a short end-over-end kick that's going to head towards the sideline, and they will let it roll out, and the Rams will give yards away to start the third quarter. So Fairfield will set up with decent field position. So the ball went out at the 29. It's put up at the 35, so that's a 6-yard penalty against the Rams. And Fairfield breaks the huddle and are ready to go. Ball in the middle of the field at the 35. Bake is back in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. Here's the handoff to Blackwell. They'll run up the gut, and Blackwell gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say no gain.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
So 2nd and 10. Haffey is out at the line. He's the defensive end on the far side, so they don't have him down in a stance. And he's going to rush standing up. Here comes a rush off the edge. They get it out to the screen to the near side to Blackwell. He's got a blocker in front of him across the 50. He gets across the 45 and is taken down at the 40-yard line. 25-yard gain on the screen pass to the running back. And Fairfield is back in Ram territory. Loyola's got to figure out how to get the pressure on Bake. They've been back there. We'll see what kind of changes they make. Here's Bake to keep it up the gut, and he'll be met by the Rams. And Bake is taken down for about the length of a football. They officially call it no gain. So the Rams are home next Friday night, hosting Whitehall. 10:35, third quarter. Fairfield 20, Rams 0. 2nd down and 10 at the Ram 40. Here's the rush, and across the middle, and Cantino is out, in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass will bring up third down. Ball on the near hash mark at the Ram 40. Fairfield only punted twice, 3 times out of 8 possessions in the first half. 10:22 on the clock. Bake will have the snap low at his knees, and he'll bubble it and falls on top of it, and that will be a 6-yard loss for Bake. As he mishandled the snap, it's back to the 46-yard line of the Rams, and Mills will come out to punt as Mitzel puts his heels at the 10-yard line. Mills now calls for the snap. High snap, and it's through his arms. He's going to have it, and he's back at the 35. He'll get some room to run with some blockers, runs into his own guy, spins back to the near side, and he'll get the first down. Mills, and we've got a flag on the field as Mills is at the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, but there is Laundry at the 43. We'll hold on the call here as the officials discuss it. We'll see what the Laundry is for, and it might be a face mask. And Fairfield's going to back up with the
block on the offense. 15-yard penalty.
Blindside block, 15-yard penalty. So that goes from touchdown to 4th down and Alberton. So a botched punt, a botched snap on the punt, I should say, turns into a misplay, touchdown, and brought back after a blindside block. So Mills back to punt. He'll kick from his own 30. This one he does get off, end over end. Mitzel will field it at his own 24, gets a block, and upfield to the 30-yard line. So they mark it at the 29-yard line. 9:12 left in the third quarter. Rams looking for their first scoring drive of the game. Mitzel back in at quarterback. Iverson is the back. Trips receivers to the far side. Pratt alone at the bottom. And that's a target Mitzel needs to look at. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Mitzel will keep it. Gets behind a blocker, lowers his shoulder, and is 5 yards upfield on first down. Second down and 5. 8:54 left in the third quarter. Fairfield 20, Rams 0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Ball on the near hash mark at the 35. Mitzel will move Iverson from the left to the right hip pocket. Trips to the top, Pratt to the bottom by himself. Here's Mitzel with the call. Hill this time holds on to it, and it's going to be a draw, quarterback draw, but Mitzel holds on to it for too long, and it's going to end up being a 5-yard loss. 3rd and 10. And that one looked like it was trouble from the start. Not quite sure if that was a designed run for Mitzel. Third and 10 from the 30. 8:06 left in the third. Mitzel surveys the field, trips to the right. He's going to roll to that side, stops, Cox throws over the middle, and he's got a receiver, but Cantino cannot hold on to it. It was a low pass to Cantino. And Cantino not able to hold on to it, brings up 4th down, and Feely will come out to punt. Fourth 3 and out of the night for the Rams. High snap to Feely, gets it down. The punt, this one's got some good leg on it as it comes down at the 40. Gets a Rams bounce and a roll, and it rolls out and dies at the 28-yard line. So the Eagles take over with 7:45 left in the third. Ball on their own. They mark it officially at the 28 in the middle of the field. Single receiver either side, double tight end formation. Blackwell in the left hip pocket, shotgun. Here's the rush, and they're going to go screen to Blackwell, and he's got blockers in front of him, but sniffed out by Bridger Danielson. It is a 6-yard gain. So 2nd down and 4. Fairfield on the march. 7:16 left. Third quarter. Rams with a big win over Huntley Project last week, but Fairfield a postseason contender. 2nd down and 4, 7 minutes left. And Bake's going to hold on to it. He'll get a block from Blackwell, cuts back inside, runs into Bridger Danielson, gets around him. Bake is loose. He's at the 40, the 30, the 25, and speeding in from behind is Iverson with the tackle from behind. And he's brought down at the 19-yard line, 36 yards on the Bake run. And Bake has been ripping off yards with his legs all night long. 41, 20, 36, 19. Those are just a few of Bake's runs tonight. 1st and 10 from the 19. Ball on the far hash mark. 2 receivers on the near side. Blackwell in the left hip pocket. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Blackwell. He'll run off tackle to the near side. He's got blockers and taken down from behind by a host of Rams. A 3-yard gain. Second down and 6. 5:41, third quarter. Ball at the 15. Near hash mark. 1 receiver to the either side. It's Murray way out. And here's the end around. The handoff to number 42, and 42 will be brought down. He'll pick up 2 yards.
Some yards there. Gain of about 1 yard brings up 35 for the Eagles.
1 yard gain by Faith. Third down and 5. Ball at the 14-yard line. 4:56 left in the third quarter. Rams defense needs to bend but not break here and force the Eagles offense off the field. Ball on the near hash mark. Here's the snap, the fake handoff. Bake will run up the middle. He's chased down from behind. Gets upfield to 5, and Bake will dive. Touchdown, Fairfield. Bake will run it in from 14 yards out for his second rushing touchdown. Three total with the extra point. And the Eagles will line up for that extra point. Now, there was some issues the last time they lined up for the extra point where the Eagles ended up going backwards. Spread it out, double tight formation. Blackwell in the right hip pocket. Bake's going to run behind Blackwell to the near side. He's got blockers strung out, and two Rams will take him down in Ben and Cantino. And it's 6 points on the board, 26-0, 4:36 left in the third. We'll step aside. You're listening to Loyola Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Plonk. It's a unique bar and restaurant in Bozeman. It was a big financial decision to find the right bank for our growing business. We decided on Opportunity Bank of Montana. They have great mobile banking, which is good, because we're always on the go. I already had a home mortgage with them with great interest rates. We met with Bert, our new banker, our friend, and now we have a second restaurant in Missoula. It was a great opportunity.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. 4:36 left in the fourth quarter. Fairfield marches down the field 72 yards in 5 plays. It's a 14-yard run by Bake to take 3:09 off the clock, and it's 26-0 Fairfield on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. It's the ball at the 40 now. Fairfield kicking left to right. Mills with the approach. It's underfoot, and this is an end-over-end kick. Mitzel will have it. He's got Cantino to block in front of him out to the 30, and he's covered up right away at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Rams will start their second series of the night, or of the half, here in the third quarter. Mitzel in at quarterback, puts his troops together. They break the huddle. Rams will go trips to the near side. Feely alone at the top. Ball in the middle of the field at the 30. Iverson is the back in the right hip pocket as Mitzel stands in the pistol. Here's the snap. Mitzel steps back, looks down the middle of the field, comes to the near side, and Mitzel will be sacked. Number 51 for Fairfield. That's Hunter Anderson with the sack. So Hunter Anderson will have the sack on Mitzel. Excuse me, loss of 8 on the play. And this time Mitzel will be taken down again for negative yardage. 2 yards this time. Third and 15. 3rd and 20. For the Rams, ball at their own 20-yard line. Fairfield puts their safeties 20 yards back right at the first down marker. Trips to the near side. Here's Mitzel, rolls out to the near side. He's got one man underneath. He's going to rocket it in and almost picked off, incomplete. I think Mitzel was expecting Cantino to go to the inside, and Cantino went outside. And that's where the incomplete pass comes in. Here's the snap. Feely with the punt. This time it's got a barrel roll onto it, and it's touched by Fairfield. They dive. The ball is on the ground. There's a pile as they fight for it. Loyola says they have it. It's at the 45-yard line. And the body's on the ground, and it's Loyola ball! Blake Danielson comes up with it. So the Rams stay alive on the series after the bobble on the punt, and they'll have it at the 45 of Fairfield. Two receivers to either side, ball on the far hash mark at the 45. It's Cantino and Ben to the near side. Here's the snap, handoff to Iverson. He'll run off tackle, and in the backfield it's Anderson once again. Negative yardage. So -2 for Iverson. Ball on the near hash mark now. 2nd down and 12. Mitchell will bobble the snap, gets outside, gets a good block from Cantino, and he's back to the line of scrimmage. The original line of scrimmage, and it's a 3rd and 10. .207 third quarter. Rams getting the ball back after the bobbled catch on the punt. So 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line of Fairfield. Mitchell gets a snap. He'll roll out to the far side. He's got receivers underneath. He'll throw it that way, and it's out of bounds, and that's the only place Mitchell could put that ball. It brings up 4th down. And they'll bring Feely out for the punt from the 45. Feely looks to set up at about the 44 of Fairfield. Fourth and 9 is what they officially call it. .142 left in the 3rd. Feely gets the punt. This one's going to be end over end, and it's going to have a short drop at the 20, and it'll be fielded at the 15 by Cantino. So Fairfield will take over at their own 15 with 1:34 left in the 3rd quarter. And I apologize, listeners. I have not put Fairfield's points up. It's 26-0. My apologies there. Fairfield with the lead.
Timeout, Fairfield.
And Fairfield will take the timeout. We will as well. 1:34 left in the 3rd. Fairfield is up 26-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come out of the timeout. Fairfield with the ball after the punt by the Rams. Ball on the near hash mark. Bake will take the snap. He'll take the run up the gut, and he's tripped up by Bridger Danielson after a 2-yard run. Here's the snap to Bake. He'll step back. He gets the rush, and Blake Danielson's back there, not able to make the tackle, and Bake will get out of it, turns and spins, and now he'll be slammed to the ground by Leonard. 5-yard gain. Third and 2. Ball in the middle of the field at the 24. 2 receivers to the far side. Here's the snap. Bake will take it upfield. A 5-yard gain and a first down. Kelly Blake's going to put this Fairfield team on his back and rush them into the playoffs this year. The key to Fairfield this year is to make sure that he stays healthy. 1st and 10 from the 30. We have a hold as the official, and that will end the third quarter. It is all Fairfield, 26-0. We'll have the final frame right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Construction is tough work. Lombro is an energy services company with more than 900 employees. Lombro's 3rd largest expense was health insurance.
Payne West partnered with Lombro to create a health and wellness program. Lombro built an in-house gym, and together we developed a biometric screening program.
Since initiating our program, our employees are happier, healthier, and more productive, and our costs are lower.
Payne West Insurance, a partner in the health of your business.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the final frame here in Fairfield as the Eagles lead the Rams 26-0. Bake will hand off to Blackwell. Blackwell fights for 3 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
About 4 yards, and bring up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles.
2nd and 6 is what they call it on the scoreboard. 11:37. Left in the game. And Fairfield, we should see everything on the ground so they can run this out. They have stifled this Ram offense and rumbled over the defense. Bake will hold on to it, up the gut. He's got room to run, comes to the outside. He's across the 50, the 40, grabs the gear at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Fairfield. Yard run for Bake. And that's the biggest one he's ripped off tonight as Fairfield takes the lead. And Fairfield will set up for the 2-point conversion. It looks like they're actually going to try to kick a field goal with this one. And the PAT is no good. So Fairfield holds on, and it's 32-0 Eagles. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.fivevalleyAutosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's Prep Sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN as Fairfield is set up to kick once again after a touchdown. 11:08 left in the game. They lead the Rams 32-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Rams looking to go 1-1. Fairfield 2-0. Mitzel back to receive as well as Cantino. Here's the kick by Mills. This was a low kick. It'll go right in the arms of Sturgis. He'll get up to the 35, spins out of a tackle, and they'll mark him down at the 36-yard line. Exactly 11 minutes left in the game. Fairfield with the scoreboard, 32-0. Rams with the ball. Two minutes and 34 seconds for Fairfield on that possession. 64-yard run by Bake in 5 plays. Overall, 85 yards on the series. Man in motion. Mitzel will hand it off. This time it's handed off to Ben. Ben's got some room to run. Ben across the 50 blockers, and he's taken down at the 42-yard line. And that'll be a 22-yard gain for Ben, and that's the first time we've really called Ben's name. First and 10 Rams at the 42-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark, man in motion, fakes the handoff. Mitzel will have some blockers, dances, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and is laid down on the ground for no gain. Bake has been impressive, but this Fairfield defense has been stout, controlling the line of scrimmage, not allowing the Ram offensive line, which is full of seniors, to establish line of scrimmage. This one will be handed off to Iverson on the go. Iverson across the 40. He'll be touched at the 35 and taken down at the 25. 17-yard gain for Iverson. Shields Valley over Valley Christian, 55-6. Wow. Thank you, sir. We've got the Billings Gazette up here. The Great Falls Tribune. I apologize. Here's Ben with the run again, and Ben is going to be close to a first down, maybe 10 yards, depending on how they mark it. They do say second down. Lee Vernoy of the Great Falls Tribune out here covering Fairfield football. Thank you, sir, for covering these young men. Here's the snap to Mitzel, and a keeper by Mitzel. He'll be met at the line of scrimmage, does pick up the first down, And the Rams will have a first down inside the 20. The chains are moved. It is at the 16-yard line. 8:56 left in the game. Loyola looking for their first peek into the end zone. Clock ticks away. 2 receivers, 2 trips to the near side. Here's the snap. This time it's given off to Iverson. He's got someone to run behind. It is Haffey, but only 1 yard gain. Second down, and they're going to say no gain for Iverson. 2nd and 10. And Ben's going to be shuffled off the field. He's a little gimpy coming off. He'll go stand next to Coach Hughes. Hughes puts his arm around him. Trips to the top. Pratt alone at the bottom. Mitzel will roll out to the top side. He's looking to run, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be about a football length short. They're going to mark it a whole yard short for Mitzel. 3rd and 11. So the Rams in the green zone, as our good friend Rajim Seabrook calls it. I'll give him the notoriety on it, and I'll use it. 7:57 left in the game. 3rd and 11 from the 16. Ball on the far hash mark. 2 receivers to either side. It's Sturgis and Pratt to the bottom. Here's Mitzel. He'll look, and he's got Cantino. Cantino dives forward. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and short. And it's going to be 10 yards. 4th and 1 for the Rams. Of course they're going to go for it. Ball on the far hash mark. Deuce receivers, and now a timeout is called on the field by the Rams. Rams on the march. Taking a look into that end zone. We'll be back with the rest of the game right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN as we've got a timeout on the field. The Rams marching. This is the nearest they've been inside territory of the Eagles as they are the ball is placed at the 7-yard line. 4th down is 2 is what they're going to call it. Ball on the far hash mark. Rams trying to punch one in to break that goose egg on the board. 2 receivers to the near side in Sturgis and Pratt. Iverson in the right hip pocket of Mitzel. Ball on the far hash mark, and we're going to get a false start by Bridger Danielson, and this is going to back it up. Sometimes when you're hungry, that end zone looks big, and there's a jump. So the Rams will back up 5 yards, 4th and 7. Now the ball is placed at the 11-yard line, the 12. Stays at the far hash mark, same formation, 2 and 2. Cantino and Feely at the top. Pratt and Sturgis to the bottom. Mitzel will look to the top. He's got Cantino in the back of the end zone. Cantino with the catch. Did he come down? Touchdown, Rams! Cantino with the 12-yard reception. And the Rams scratched the board with 7:21 left in the game. And the Rams will set up for the field goal with Ogilvy. Mitzel back for the snap. It's down, kick is in the air, and Ogilvy will split the uprights, and the Rams are on the board. 7 points to make it 32-7. Fairfield. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hey, are you gonna try that new gym? I hear it's really cheap.
No way. They don't care what we eat. They serve pizza and bagels, and the owners are in New York City.
What? New York City? That really tans my hide.
Fuel Fitness and Nutrition, your Montana born and bred fitness chain. And unlike the others, we never close.
Milk Crate Media 406 will be the home to a new group of local podcasts to highlight our great state of Montana and the people within it. Starting with a local show to promote Missoula sports athletes. Next, a podcast that will take a look at world views. Then a show that will entertain you while informing you about Montana's great outdoors. And finally, a podcast that will take a look at the people and places that make Montana great. Stop by mcratemedia.com to see the full line of new podcasts.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in Fairfield, Montana, where the Loyola Rams are on the board for the first time tonight. Off of the Cantino catch in the back of the end zone. Ogilvy set up for the kick. Will they do an onside? And they will, and it bounces and out of bounds. It didn't get the 10 yards as well. Bounces out at the 49 of the Rams, and so they will march this one back. Are they going to accept it or decline it? The defense is on the field for the Rams. Fairfield gathered up in a huddle along the sideline. And they'll mark it at the 49 of the Rams. .7:21 left in the game. Fairfield leading as I need to put the Rams score on the scoreboard. I apologize, Ram fans. A little behind on the scoring system. It's only the second game. I'll get the kinks worked out. Bake is going to roll out to the far side, and he's taken to the ground. Here comes the flag as Bridger Danielson will take down Bake deep in the backfield long after the handoff. It is a good run. And they're going to tag it on to the end of the run, so a 9-yard run by the running back. And then there's another 15 added on for roughing the passer as Bridger Danielson took down Bake long after the play was out of his hands. 1st and 10 for Fairfield at the Ram 25. Ball on the far hash mark. Receivers split out wide to either side. Bake leans in. Here's the snap. The handoff, this time to number 32. He'll lower his head, runs upfield, and picks up 9 yards. That's Miguel Perez on the run for 9. Second down and 1 from the 16. And Perez will be the back for Fairfield. Here's the snap. Handoff to Perez. Up the gut. And he'll be taken down. It's going to be 6 yards on the gain for Perez and a first down. Fairfield sniffing the end zone once again. 6:07 left in the game. And the Brams will bring Cantino out, as well as Solomon. Ball on the middle of the field at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Perez. He's going to get upfield, and is he in? Short of the touchdown, but he'll pick up the first down on the run for Fairfield. And Fairfield knocking on the door once again with 5:30 left in the game. First and goal. And we're going to need to keep an eye on this Fairfield team this year, as they are going to be able to march. They've got an anchored senior line that is grain-fed and beefy. They rush back to the line of scrimmage. Bake is over the under center. He loses the snap, and it's dove on by the back, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. Perez with the recovery. Second and goal. Ball on the near hash mark at the 1-yard line. Clock at 4:41 now. The 5 Valley Auto Sales clock. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Bake's going to look to do it again with the keeper. He's going to get behind his big lineman. There's a scuffle at the line of scrimmage. No marking, and they're going to say 3rd down. No gain. And if there's a time for the Rams defense to step up and not break, this would be it. 4:22 now left in the game. Fairfield 32, Rams 7. Bake's going to go out of shotgun. A little confusion as they get the linemen lined up now. Bake in the shotgun. He'll step back. Perez gets it. It's going to be a slide across the line, and Perez is in for the 1-yard run. And Fairfield tacks on to their lead. And they're going to go for the field goal this time. .351 left in the game. The ball is down. Here's the kick, and it's blocked. And it'll be chased down by the Rams. The whistle is blown, and the extra point is no good. So it is 38-7 Fairfield. We'll be back with the Rams possession right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash, on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Chris Stratton Show is Missoula's resource for local high school sports. Get fresh takes like...
But this year shows a lot of difference. We're all working together. We're having fun. We're competing. No injuries, and I think we're just there.
Get the rest of the show by downloading the podcast on iTunes or at www.thechrisstrattonshow.com.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton and Fairfield, Montana for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Fairfield marches down the field 49 yards in 6 plays for a 1-yard run by Perez. Here's the kickoff, and Cantino will let it bounce. It'll roll past Cantino. He'll pick it up at about the 6-yard line on the far side. He'll string out the play, and he's tripped up at the 19-yard line off of a shoestring tackle, and that's where the Rams will have the ball with 3:46 left in the game, and Fairfield putting on a show in front of their hometown crowd. We've had a little bit of moisture here tonight. The fans don't care. Ball will be placed in the middle of the field at the 19. Mitzel in, trips to the top. Cantino by himself to the near side. Iverson is the back. Pistol formation, right hip pocket is Iverson. Mitzel looks to the far side. He's got a man down, takes the ball, brings it down. He'll fumble it, but Big fumbles it into his own hands, and it's a 4-yard gain for Nick Mitzel. That was almost a mirror. Those of you that are familiar with The Replacements, the movie, kind of look like some of their plays they had up there. And Mitzel will hold on to it once again. No, it's an Iverson run this time. And Iverson will pick up a yard to bring up 3rd down. Third down and 5 now. Ball in the middle of the field. 2:46 left in the game. Trips to the top. Cantino to the bottom by himself. Mitzel surveys. Calls for the ball. Looks to Cantino. He's going to throw it on a screen, and Sturgis not able to haul it in, and that'll bring up 4th down with 2:28 left in the game. 4 yards for the Rams to go, for 5 yards according to the scoreboard. And Kellen Feely will come in to punt. Bake will go back, as well as Brown. Here's Feely with the punt, and he'll punt it to the near side. This one will hop and roll down to the 35, inside the 35, and that's where they will down it. Lewiston 7, Billings Central 17. Figured I'd see a little bit more out of Lewiston this year, but they're a program that's working and getting on the rise. So it's 1st and 10 for Fairfield with 2:18 left in the game. And I imagine we will see 58-14 Roundup, or Malta over Roundup, as we get scores in here. Ball on the 35 of Fairfield as they hesitate. Now the huddle is broken. Pratt looks like he's almost lined up over the line of scrimmage as Leonard goes down. Just the angle that I have. Here's the snap. The handoff to Perez. He's got blockers out to the front, cuts back into the inside, and Perez is going to pick up 6. Nope, it is a fresh quarterback in. Is that Gertie Giles? Which number is he? Number 8, Gertie Giles. Second down and 4, 1:28 left in the game. Giles is the back. Here's the handoff to Perez. Perez across the near side, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Butte takes down CMR. .103 now left in the game as the clock continues to tick away. 3rd down and 4, a long 4. Ball at the 40. The ball about a football length across the 40-yard line. They've got to get to the 45. 41 seconds now. Giles looks to the clock, now gets the snap. The handoff to Perez. Ducks his head down, leans forward, and he'll pick up 2. And that should be the end of the game as we're at 26 seconds. Clock should tick right down to the Goose Eggs. And Fairfield will come away with the win over the Rams. 10 seconds now left on the clock as it ticks away. 8 seconds. Hands are being shaken. Blake Danielson, the class act he is, shakes the hand of each official. We've got zeros on the scoreboard, and the Rams get the win, or the Eagles get the win over the Rams, 38-7. Rams will be at home next Friday night against Whitehall. We'll be there to call the game. But before that, we've got soccer on Tuesday and Thursday. Check the Missoula Prep Sports Network website for all of your high school sports action. Fairfield with the win, 38-7 over the Rams. We'll talk to you on Tuesday night. Have a great weekend, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports. MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness. Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.